I am Wimbo77, onethingabouthistory.com. Hard times, how do we see it? Now, I was a child of the 70s, right? And those were really, really hard times. We were just coming out of the 60s era where our parents came in on the Windrush, they started building up the country and they had it really hard. Remember, no dogs, no black, no Irish, that kind of life. So we were just after that. And growing up in the 70s, I can tell you in the East End of London, it was not the most fantastic, as it were. We were very poor, as it were, didn't have much, and obviously this exterior as well didn't help. But when we look back on those times now, we know that even though those times were hard, it made us stronger. And likewise, with the time that we're living in now, how do we see these times? Now, the first thing is that even though times can be hard, we have to see the good in every situation. So there must be some form of good in this whole situation that we're going through now. So seeing the good in things, first off, really gives us scope to get something good out of a bad situation. Likewise now, we hear people saying, or I've been hearing people saying that they're bored with this whole having to stay indoors situation. Surely there must be at least two things that you've wanted to do, or two things that need addressing, even if it means addressing ourselves, right? And that is it. It gives us time to reflect, readdress, and realign our whole situation, right? And that is really when it comes down to personal and self-development, because don't forget, when we're normally in the hub and hustle and bustle of life, sometimes we don't even get time to think, and we do find ourselves complaining about that. So if that's the case, what a great time now in order to reflect and get to know yourself better, right? So that is it, putting time into building up yourself. End of. It's amazing. It's an amazing time, really. So seeing the good in a bad situation. Also, I don't know if you're avid readers, but what a great time to really step up that reading. We have 24 hours in a day. You times that by 7. Hey, and take a few hours out of that time to sit down and read. Again, self-development. There might have been things or hobbies that you want to do, that you want to catch up on. Take the time, use it wisely, building up yourself. And one of those ways that you can do that is by reading. So change whatever negative situation is into something more positive. So we want to really focus, hone in on all those wonderful things that, even when it comes to family, how much family time do we generally get? We get Friday, you finish off work, you're stressed, you're tired, catching up, house got to be cleaned, car's got to be washed, garden's got to be mowed. Great time. And guess what? The weather is absolutely awesome out there. So no time like the present now, right? So let's not waste the time that we have, but see the good in a bad situation. Now, going back to the 70s, those hard times really molded us as people, right? It made us stronger. It made us better, as it were, because we knew that coming from what we came from, it only gave us the drive to want to challenge and change ourselves. Likewise, I think it was Bob Proctor, I heard him speaking, and there was a writer, I can't remember his name, but he said, tough times never last. So those 70s, they're gone. We're in the 2000s now, right? So tough times never last, but tough people do. So are you tough? Can you tough it out? And really, when it comes to personal development, develop yourself into something even greater than you were yesterday. Don't forget, they've given us about 15 days. 15 days. We can do a lot in that time. We can do so much in that time. Now, there's another guy named Jim Quick, and he teaches us how to speed read. So maybe tune into Jim Quick and see what it's like to speed read, and you'll be amazed at how much you can actually do. Look at the books on your shelf. You bought them for a reason. Check them out, all right? Or are they just there as ornaments? I don't know. But check your books out. And also exercise, right? Listen, the world is our oyster right now. See the good in a bad situation. We can overcome this. You're tough. Tough times never last, but tough people do. So y'all, take care. And remember, I do a video every single week. And what my whole ethos is about building up and encouraging and empowering people. All right, male, female. This is what I do. So feel free to go along to my website. Also, in these hard times, I have been putting up little lessons for children as well. So I've just started. So there's only sort of like conjunctions and some English, like the family. There's not PDF slides from my PowerPoint presentation, so feel very free to use those. And guys, let's see the good in a bad situation. Let's utilize the time and become the greatest, even greater versions of ourselves. Now, y'all take care, and if you would please hit that subscribe bell, and I'll see y'all on the other side.